All right. Ricardo, what do you do first? What do I write above here? And what's your A value? And your B value? 3. Oh, I'm not asking you for what step we're on. I'm just asking you what to do next. Oh. Rita, what do we do next? Yes, what is the formula? And when you substitute that in, what is your period? Yep. So our period is equal to 2 pi over 3. Raise your hand if you got that. Ooh, fraction. Ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put your finger where I'm going to put the period. Right there. Yeah, and what number should I put here?
0.
I'm going to put a 0 pi over 3. Is that still 0? Yes. Okay. Yeah, and listen to me. 0 plus 2. And 2 divided by 2 is 1. 1 pi over 3. I'm just finding the midpoint, right? Now, you can't find a midpoint between these 2 points. Don't tell me 1.5 pi over 3. That doesn't look good. So we use fractions. Everyone say equivalent fractions. Let's double everything. Class, this would become what? 0 pi over 6. This one, if you multiply by 2 over 2, you get what? 4 pi over 6. 0 plus 4 divided by 2. So you get 2 pi over 6. Why did I do that? 2 plus 4 is, and 6 divided by 2 is, so I get 3 pi over 6. You see the pattern? 0 pi over 6. What's this one? 1 pi over 6. 2 pi over 6. 3 pi over 6. 4 pi over 6. And now I'm just going to circle the one that's reduced, if we have it. Class, if you reduce, which one is the best one? Just 0 pi. Is that reduced? How about this one?
Yes.
This one?
Yes.
Huh? Pi over 2, yeah? And 2 pi over 3. Yeah, and tell me your 5x values. Yes? Yes. Yes. Eh? Reduce. Yes. Yesterday we learned to work in which direction, class? Right to left. Why? Everyone say PEMDAS. That's essentially what we're doing. Okay, so I have x here. What do I do to the x, class? What math operation here? Let's multiply by 3. I'm not going to multiply that whole row by 3. Charlotte, multiply by 3. Yes. Remember, this is like 3 over 1, right? Three pi over, remember, you're multiplying the denominators now. So 3 pi over 6 reduces to? Yes. 3 times pi over 3? That's a multiply. So that'll give you 1 times 3. So it'd just be pi, right? 3 pi over 3. Multiply the top. It's multiplying. So 3 times pi is? Yes. And 1 times 2. It's multiplying. No negative. 3 times 2 pi? And 1 times 3. So 6 divided by 3 is? 2 pi. Class, where is this? Where is it from? The unit circle. You will always get the quadrantal angles. Always. If somewhere in your chart you do not get it, you did something wrong. Partner A, tell partner B, what's the next thing you need to do after multiplying by 3? Cynthia, what do we do next? We're going to evaluate at cosine. So cosine of whatever it is. So you can just write cosine. Cosine at 0 here, Cynthia? Tell me the order pair, please. 0, 1. Order pair here. 1, 0. Cosine, sine. So cosine at 0 radians is 1. Cynthia, cosine of pi over 2? 0. Yep. Cosine of pi? -1. Yes. 0. 1. Everyone say always. You'll always come back to the same numbers. Always. Alright, we did x multiplied by 3, found cosine, and now we're going to, what math operation class? Multiply by 1/2. Kiana, go ahead and multiply all those numbers by 1/2. 1/2 times 1. 1/2 times 0. Yep. Let's go a little crazy on our colors, okay? I'm going to highlight the second row by pink. And I'll highlight the second one by a darker color. Green. And what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to put 1 on my calculator. Not 1. 1 on my graph. Kind of messy. And I'm going to graph the pink. Why did I do that? Try that again. I'm going to make this one 1 and this one 1/2. So that would be -1/2 and this will be -1. There we go. That's what I wanted. So when I graph, my order pair is 0, 1. So 0, 1. Pi over 6, 0. That's the next intercept. Pi over 3, -1. That is a minimum. pi over 2, 0, which is an x-intercept, and pi over 2, 1. That is the graph of cosine 3x. But let's just say you took the SATs yesterday. And you went to a football game, all on the same day. How are you feeling? Tired. Cynthia says she is very tired. So, you have 1/2, 0, pi over 6, 0, pi over 3, negative 1/2, pi over 2, 0, and 2 pi over 3, 1/2. Class, what happened to the graph? I like that word even better. Vertical compression. Right? That's essentially what the A value did in your transformations. There's less energy in you, right? You just took the SATs and you went to a football game. Let's show you with your calculators. This will not save you, but can help you. Class, degrees or radians? So I'm going to put my calculator, mode, highlight radians, press enter. And now it says radians on there. If you go to y equals, I'm going to clear that out. I'm going to type that in. Feel free to use decimals here, 0.5 cosine 3x. Class, is that 1/2 cosine 3x? Okay. Let's gamble. And let's put in zoom. And we normally push what? But what does number 7 say? Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. That's nice, but your heart rate is stable. Don't worry. That wasn't as good. But if you want to look exactly like what we did, you're just going to press window. What was our x minimum, our smallest number? In radians, 0. What was the largest number? Now you can actually type in 2. Remember the pi button is by the division sign in blue. So second up arrow divided by 3. It took me a long time to realize this. They have words on the screen when I went to this one, x scale. Distance between the tick marks. What are we counting by, class? I don't know. I heard too many dings on their phones. Oh, sorry. Let's count by pi over 6. And then let's go ahead and put 1 and negative 1 as our minimum. Y minimum, Y maximum. And let's count by 0.5s on the Y scales. So again, X minimum is 0. How did I get that big old decimal? I just typed in 2 pi divided by 3 and the calculator converts it. X scale is pi over 6 because you can see the equivalent fractions. And then my Y minimum, I chose to do negative 1 and positive 1. And then magic. You would be a wise student to graph it and do all this work and then double check your answer with the calculator. You would be a foolish pre-calculus student if you did this and copied it onto your paper. You did all that work to serve a 0. Okay? So hopefully that was helpful.
Do we need to draw both the half and the 1?
Yeah, you don't have to draw both. I kind of just wanted to show you what's happening to the graph. Oh, let me point out one more thing. Put your finger on the amplitude. The amplitude is what class? Let me see if I can find one more color. Class, which color are you going to put on your answer? The green. Where's the purple marker? Purple. Next to my ruler? I have like 3 rulers. Okay. Your amplitude is 1/2, yes? The amplitude is the distance from your maximum to the midline. It's a distance. So this is 1/2, and the absolute value of 1/2 is what? So absolute value of negative 1/2 is also 1/2. So the amplitude is this purple or this purple.